Hello, Facebook family. My name is Megan Hunter. I'm coming to you live from South Jersey, and I'm going to give you some tips today to free yourself from food. And you're probably thinking, like, what does that mean? So I see a lot of people who are, they constantly think about food. They constantly have cravings. They constantly want to eat. They have a habit and a behavior pattern of constantly putting food in their mouth without even thinking about it. You may not even be hungry. You're just in the habit of eating. Maybe it's a certain time of day, you're used to grabbing a snack, or maybe a certain occasion, you associate certain things with food, right? So I'm going to give you some tips and give you some ideas to help you break that control that food has over you and start thinking about it a little bit differently. Now, I am going to speak specifically to my keto people because it goes hand in hand. Hey, Mike. Hey, Kate. How are you guys? You guys had to take a nap. I was tired. I am exhausted. I feel like I'm getting sick, but I don't want to say it out loud because, coronavirus. I don't want to say it out loud. Just kidding. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to free yourself from food. So when you start a ketogenic diet, one of the benefits of being keto is that it balances hormones. So the hormone that let me start again because I'm like, ugh. One of the benefits of being keto is it balances your hunger hormones. So what you'll find when you first start a ketogenic diet is that you will tend to not be hungry, and it will like really trip people up. They get all crazy. They're like, Megan, I'm not hungry. What's going on? Your hunger hormone will start to balance. So when you're starting a ketogenic diet, I suggest that you try not to follow a strict schedule of when you eat. Like, really learn to listen to your body, because your body is making a drastic change from being addicted to carbohydrates and having your insulin raised and your insulin drop and being controlled by your insulin when you eat and when you get cravings, to your hunger hormone balancing out, and it might feel really uncomfortable at first. So one of the tips I want to give to you is start to listen to your body. You only want to eat food when you're actually hungry. So you might not be hungry. It could be lunchtime and you may not feel hungry at all, but you think because it's lunchtime that you need to eat something. Well, I'm telling you, don't do that. Instead, listen to your body. If you're not hungry, do not force yourself to eat, because many people have a problem with overeating or eating too much food and not knowing how much food they need for their body. So when you go into a state of ketosis, it's going to balance your hunger hormone. So you have to start listening to your body to see when you're actually hungry or when you're just bored. So if you're not hungry, don't eat. Another tip when you are keto and your hunger hormone starts to balance out is stop eating when you're full. So many of us have come from a background of when we were children that we had to eat all the food that we put on our plate, right? Am I making that up? This is a big deal. So as an adult, we're in the habit of whatever's in front of us, we feel like we have to eat all of it or we're wasting food. And I'm telling you that if your body is full, to stop eating, because you're forcing food into your body, which is contributing to your weight gain. It's contributing to your obesity. It's contributing to inflammation. It's contributing to your hunger hormone remaining unbalanced. So when you go into ketosis and your hunger hormone starts to balance, you will find you won't be able to eat as much food, because the fat calories are higher than carbohydrate calories, and the higher fat you eat, the more balanced your hunger hormone will be, which means the less food you'll be able to eat. So even though a ketogenic diet is high in fat, we tend to eat less food per serving. We get full really fast. So we have to really learn to listen to our body and pay attention to not just what we're eating as far as our macros, but how are we feeling? Like, do you really feel hungry in that moment? Are you really full, or do you just think you need to eat right now because it's breakfast time or lunchtime? So with intermittent fasting, if you're skipping breakfast, and I get this a lot, if you're skipping breakfast, if you wake up in the morning and you're hungry, your body is hungry, then eat something, because you need the nutrients. Eat something. But if you wake up in the morning and you're not hungry, you don't have to force your body to eat food if you're not hungry, because if your hunger hormone is beginning to balance itself, you don't want to fight that. You want to allow your body to start to balance. And that is one of the great benefits, in my opinion, of being in ketosis, especially for people who struggle with their body composition and are doing a keto lifestyle for the fat loss. Because many times your hunger hormones are off balance and you feel hungry all the time because your insulin is unstable. So when you start keto, all that is going to balance out, but your brain is telling you it's lunchtime, I should eat. It's breakfast time, I should eat. Oh, this is my snack time, I should eat something, but you don't feel hungry. So I am telling you, listen to your body. You only eat when you're hungry, and when you're not hungry, you don't eat. And don't worry about it, because when you start to feel hungry, then you eat. Now, here is something that's very, very important. This you might want to share it to your groups, share it to your chats. This is very important. What you don't want to do is, if it's the middle, let's say you skip breakfast and you had lunch and then you're hungry again and you're thinking, well, it's not dinner time, let me grab a snack. No, ma'am. Do not grab a snack. Eat a real meal. If you're hungry, eat real food. Anytime you feel hungry, you need nutrition. So eat a real meal. It doesn't have to be a big meal. You don't have to fill your plate with food, but you want to eat a healthy protein, a green vegetable, and a healthy fat, because including those healthy fats into your regular routine when you feel hungry are going to keep your cravings low, keep your insulin balanced, and help balance your hormones, your hunger hormone. What I see a lot of people doing is when they feel hungry, instead of eating real food, whole foods, healthy foods that are full of nutrition, they want to grab a snack. And the snack is the part of the problem of your insulin being imbalanced, because now you're eating snacks in between meals, and then when it comes time for you to eat real food, you're like, I'm not really hungry. Yeah, because you ate all the snacks. So when you are doing keto and your hunger hormone begins to balance and you feel hungry in between a meal, I'm telling you to eat a real meal. Just make it a smaller portion, because that is how you're going to keep your fat content up. That is how you're going to get your nutrients, because every time you eat, there should be a green vegetable included, so that you are getting the micronutrients that you need to be healthy. And that will also help with your body composition, with you burning fat, because green vegetables are very high in fiber. It will not throw you out of ketosis. It will actually help you produce more ketone bodies in your liver. So in between meals, if you're hungry, you eat a smaller meal. When you wake up in the morning and you have it in your brain, well, I'm intermittent fasting, I can't have breakfast, but I'm so hungry. Girl, eat. Eat. This is not about starving yourself, depriving yourself. It's about learning to listen to your body and what your body needs to be healthy. You do not have to follow what everybody else is telling you to do. You do not have to follow what you read on the internet. You do not have to follow what your keto coach is telling you. You have to learn what works for you. So I'm giving you permission as a health coach, as a keto coach, and someone who specializes in natural health and using food as medicine. One of the best benefits of the ketogenic diet is that it will balance your hunger hormone and help you to stop overeating, help you to stop emotionally eating, and teach you when your body actually needs nutrition. So listen to it. Listen to it, listen to it, listen to it, okay? I want to make sure that you really get that part. And my number one tip from all of this is, when you're hungry in between meals, don't grab a snack. Don't grab a snack. Just eat a light meal, because you want the nutrients. Do not create the same habit that got you where you are right now by constantly snacking, because you're preventing your body from healing and you're preventing your hunger hormone from balancing. So instead of grabbing a snack to tie you over, eat your dinner earlier, eat your lunch later, eat your breakfast instead, eat a real meal, and make your portions smaller. That is my advice to you. So if you are like addicted to food, if you're craving food all the time, you're hungry all the time, and you're like going through it, let me tell you something. When you start a ketogenic diet, that's going to help you a lot. So when you start to like look at your food and you're not hungry, girl, don't eat it. You don't have to. Or you realize that you can't eat as much food as you used to, and it's freaking you out, right? Because you know you can throw down. Like, you know you can throw down. Like, you're a foodie, you love food, and you have a plate in front of you, you can't wait to eat it, and all of a sudden you eat half of it and you're full. That tells me your body's in ketosis, your hunger hormone is balancing, and I need you to listen to your body and not force food into your body when you know you don't want it. And that is a process, so give yourself grace while you transition. In the beginning, it will be difficult for you mentally. It'll be difficult for you mentally to understand what's happening in your body. But girl, share this to yourself, send it to your messenger, so that when you're sitting in front of your food and you can't eat it all and you're like, why can't I eat all my food? I am reminding you, it's because your hunger hormone is finally starting to balance, which is going to help you break your food addiction, help you break your cravings, and help you learn what a proper portion size is for your body. So my name is Megan Hunter. I hope this helped somebody today. If you want to share this with someone, I greatly appreciate it. You guys have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow.